Bar Association has raised objections to the military courts within Pakistan. Now, the president of the Pakistan Supreme Court Bar Association, Syed Ali Zafar, does not support the parallel functioning of the military courts in Pakistan, instituted by Zia-ul Haq and then reinstated by Nawaz Sharif in 2015. Now, even the Pakistan Supreme Court Bar Association has dubbed the existence of the military courts as an invasion on the authority of the judiciary in Pakistan. The military courts have been criticized for their lack of transparency, where the person tried is not allowed to defend himself. Now, with this being the case, can the death penalty given to Kulbhushan Jadhav by a military court in Pakistan be legal and justified? Now, with the Pakistani judiciary itself raising questions about the fairness of trials carried out by the military courts, can the Pakistani establishment still defend the unfair judgment of a military court that has condemned Kulbhushan Jadhav to death? Well, in fact, the Pakistan Supreme Court Bar Association has themselves raised objections to Pakistani military courts. Remember, Indian naval official Kulbhushan Jadhav was sentenced to death by a military court in Pakistan. And we have the legal fraternity within Pakistan themselves questioning the validity of these military courts, raising serious questions about the death sentence that has been awarded to Kulbhushan Jadhav and whether it can be justified or legal. Going across to my colleague Ashish Singh, who joins us live from the national capital for more details. Ashish, can you share more details about the concerns raised by the Pakistan Supreme Court Bar Association? Ashish, if you can hear me. Well, we'll try and reconnect.
The Supreme Court Bar Association has expressed its displeasure as the entire Kulbhushan Jadhav episode is concerned, and the entire world that he will not be a platform fair trial by the military code. Now, it appears to be some kind of feature. We can't continue to depend only on the Supreme Court Bar Association, because the intelligence agencies here in India believe that this could just be and decoy by the Pakistan government, who should have I had between India and Pakistan. I had between India and Pakistan, and also that Indian government doesn't get a chance to represent Kulbhushan Jadhav as far as the judicial trial is concerned. Now, what is important here is that who will represent if this Supreme Court Bar Association Pakistan as of Pakistan court. Can any one of the...
Well, we'll try and sort out that connection with my colleague Ashish Singh, but however, we're talking about how the legal fraternity in Pakistan themselves have raised objections to the Pakistani military courts. They've raised objections to the functioning of Pakistani military courts and saying that they cause a parallel legal system and are not really legal. Now, remember, Pakistani military court has sentenced Indian national and a former naval official Kulbhushan Jadhav to death. We know the entire world has condemned this. The international community has come together to condemn the Pakistan military court sentencing Kulbhushan Jadhav to death. And now we have voices from within Pakistan themselves raising objections to the sentencing of Kulbhushan Jadhav. Going back to Ashish for more details. Ashish, we've sorted out the audio problem now. We were talking about, in fact, the details, the concerns, in fact, raised by the Pakistan Supreme Court Bar Association.
So that's right. Now, the issue here is who will represent Kulbhushan Jadhav if he's given trial opportunity in Pakistan. Now, the Supreme Court Association representing the Kulbhushan Jadhav, although in a manner that would certainly dent the image of Pakistan judiciary at the international forum, when you have your own Supreme Court Bar Association raising suspicions and questions over the military court trial, that gives India enough platform. But that's not going to be enough. What is important here is that instead of one of the Supreme Court Bar Association lawyers deciding themselves that Kulbhushan Jadhav should be given justice, the Indian government, the Indian High Commission in Islamabad must be given an opportunity to interact with Kulbhushan Jadhav, basically the consular access, and that should be converted into given the selection of a lawyer in the proper trial by the Indian government. So that is going to be important, because even if one of the Pakistani Supreme Court lawyers decides to represent Kulbhushan Jadhav, that would be fair. And as I mentioned, the intelligence agencies here in India believe that it could be some kind of ploy by Pakistani government or ISI to ensure that the Indian government doesn't get to choose the lawyer. They don't get to exactly represent and give Kulbhushan Jadhav a fair trial in Pakistan. And that's the reason the Supreme Court Bar Association of Pakistan raising issues and suspicion over Kulbhushan Jadhav's trial in Pakistan military court will dent the Pakistan's image at the international forum, specifically the judiciary. But it's not going to be enough for the Indian government, because the Indian government must be in a position to decide the lawyer.
Right, of course, like my colleague Ashish is pointing out, the question is now whether Kulbhushan Jadhav will be given a fair trial and who will represent him. Thank you, Ashish, for getting us those details this morning. Now, Pakistan's actions, its on-record statements, have been a study in contradictions. From its 2016 stand of no substantial evidence against Kulbhushan Jadhav to now them saying that there is credible evidence against him, Pakistan has constantly tried to keep its secrets safe. Now today, as India continues to mount pressure, putting forward 3 demands in that crucial meeting between the Indian envoy and the Pakistan Foreign Secretary, Pakistan has resorted to old tactics once again, even blatantly lying that there have been several instances in the past when India has denied consular access to Pakistan prisoners.
जब तक हमें ये पता नहीं है कि चार्जशीट क्या है और फैसला क्या है, हम अपील कैसे करेंगे? तो ये सबसे पहला मुद्दा.
We also condemn the baseless allegations from India, especially in the light of the fact that it was non-cooperation and lack of Indian response to Pakistan requests for legal assistance, due to which consular access has not been provided to Mr. Jadhav. From the outset, transparency was ensured in the proceedings in the trial of Commander Kulbhushan Jadhav. A law-qualified officer was provided to defend him throughout the court proceedings. All statements of the witnesses were recorded under oath in the presence of the accused in the court. Commander Kulbhushan was allowed to ask questions from the witnesses.
सारे एफर्ट्स हो रहे हैं और कुलदीप यादव के साथ जस्टिस हो, इसके लिए जिस हद तक जाना होगा भारत सरकार जाएगी.
I want to ask Mr. Sartaj, what norms has he followed? He has not even given a legitimate lawyer to Jadhavji to present his case. And what honesty is Pakistan talking about when you're giving death sentence to somebody who is not a spy, who has led his whole life fighting for India and being a naval commander? I think we need to understand that if Pakistan doesn't revisit and relook at the verdict, the international world community will bring pressure upon Pakistan.
कूटनीतिक तरीके से सारे अंतर्राष्ट्रीय समुदाय को हमारी तरफ लाना है और दिखाना है कि कैसे पाकिस्तानियों ने एक डेथ सेंटेंस दिया है एक आदमी को जिसके खिलाफ उनके पास सबूत है नहीं, वो देते क्यों नहीं है? हमने तो कसब के बारे में पूरी डिटेल सबूत दिया है थोड़ी देर के बाद जब पूरी इन्वेस्टिगेशन हुई.
They should plan the action and let the people of India know that what you say, that you will carry it out, your decision, and take action against it. Otherwise, the people of this country will lose confidence that you are not able to tackle Pakistan, a small nation, during the last many years.